What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Nate Ski, and today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. My last video, I told y'all to leave me questions, send me questions, and that I'll be answering them in my next video. And here we are. I ain't gonna lie, looking at it, y'all sent me some good questions. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. All right, here we go, man. Our first question is from Johnny Joe 238. Johnny Joe asks, Nate, what does it mean to live a good life? That's a great question. That's a great question. First thing I'll start with is having great relationships around you, man. It's real hard to do this life thing on your own, man. You gotta have people around you who love you, who care for you, who want nothing but the best for you. People that you trust and can talk to, people that you can be yourself around. You know what I mean? Just having that around you, I feel like helps quality of life tremendously. That being said, man, that ties into love, man. You gotta have love around you. You gotta practice love yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta love yourself, man, and no hate. You know what I mean? No hate. No hate. You can't have energy going towards hating people. You can't be saying that you hate people. Hate, when people say hate's a strong word, they ain't lying. Hate's a strong word. I'm gonna say it like this. Nate, don't hate. Nate, don't hate. You know what I mean? Inspiring other people, man. Leaving a mark in this world, you know what I mean? You don't gotta do nothing crazy. Like, you don't gotta go out and win a Nobel Peace Prize, you know what I mean? Nah. Just being able to leave a mark on people's lives in general, you know what I mean? The people who come around you, the people who look up to you for things, man. If you're able to inspire people, motivate people, man, make a difference in people's lives, a positive difference in people's lives, make a positive impact on people's lives, I would say that's leaving a good example, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to a good life, man. That's leaving a good example for a good life, man. Another thing about living a good life, I would say, is, you know, being comfortable. Not in the sense where, like, not being content. Just be like, yeah, bro, like, I'm cool with where I'm at in life, and I'm gonna kick my feet up and I'm gonna chill. No. Comfortable as in, like, I got a roof over my head, man. I don't gotta worry about, will I have enough money to pay my rent? I don't gotta worry about my next meal. I ain't gotta worry about, I can open my closet and put on a fit, pick what I wanna wear, pick what shoes I wanna wear, you know what I mean? I wanna be comfortable in that sense. But at the same time, I still want to be challenged. You know what I mean? I don't want everything to be all peaches and roses with my life. That's not realistic, you know what I mean? If I was just cruising through life, chilling, everything easy, man, it wouldn't be no fun, man. You know what I mean? Throw some challenges at me, man. Give me some stuff I gotta get over, you know what I mean, bro? It's all part of life. You can't run away from it. It's inevitable. Life's gonna throw obstacles at you. Life go like this. It don't go like this. It don't go like this. You know what I mean? So that's important, you know what I mean? Lastly, I would say always striving to be your best self. And I feel like that goes hand in hand with wanting to be challenged, you know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna come into being the best version of yourself possible. If you accept these challenges, learn what you gotta learn from these challenges, and keep on elevating, you know what I mean? That's important, man. Work on being a better person, you know what I mean? This society, this day and age, man, I feel like a lot of it keeps people down here, man. Forget all that. Forget about what society got going on. Forget about all that, man. Focus on yourself, man. Focus on yourself. Break free from all that. I feel like if you really strive to be your best self, you will. You will notice how trying to follow society and what people are doing limits you. You know what I mean? And I'm not sitting here and saying I made it all the way. Nah, I still got work I'm doing myself. But that's the thing. I'm doing the work. I'm trying to be the best version of myself possible. Next question. Our next question is from Benny Boy 12. Benny Boy said, Nate, describe the life you want to live. That's a good question. I honestly feel like that kind of ties back to everything I was just saying. You know what I mean? That was my definition of a good life. Why would I not want to live my definition of a good life? You know what I mean? I want a life where I got a lot of money.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Now, I'm not no money fanatic, but listen, let's be real. When I said, man, I want to make sure I got a roof over my head, not want to worry about when next I got to pay rent, not want to worry about what shoes or clothes. Listen, you need money for that. Let's be real.
I need it!
So, yeah, I definitely want a lot of money. I definitely want to have enough money to do the things I want to do comfortably. You know what I mean? Not worry about, oh man, if I do this, I'm gonna be broke for the rest of the. Man, I'm not trying to have those. Those aren't the problems I want to have. But I don't want too much money. I don't want too much money, man. I don't want to be sitting up here trying to figure out if people really like me for me or because I got money. I don't want the set of problems that comes with having too much money. You know what I mean? I just want to stay in my own lane and know that I'm straight. I want to have enough money to take care of me, my family. Speaking of family, I want a great loving family, man. I want a great family. I want to have a great significant other. I want to have great kids, you know what I mean? Just great family, man. Great loving family, man. I really want that. I really want that type of energy around me, man. I really don't want to be dolo by myself my whole life. That's nah. Let's talk about career, man. I gotta have a
What?
I gotta have a successful career, man. I gotta, you know what I mean? Whatever it is I'm doing right now, I'll say that I do want it to be basketball. And if it's that, I want to be successful in that. As successful as I could be. You know what I mean? Later down the line, if I got something else I'm doing, I want to be successful in that. I need to have a successful career. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to be successful at what I do. You know what I mean? I'm going to figure out what it is I got to do and I'm going to be successful at it. Like I said in the previous question, man, I want to inspire others. I got to inspire others, man. Youth, people who might have the same type of issues. It don't matter, bro. I want to inspire people. I want people to look at me and be like, man, like, I got to step it up, or just feel encouraged to go through what they're going through, or, you know what I mean, feel like there's hope for their future, you know what I mean? I want to tell my story and people who relate to me can really feel motivated, you know what I mean? Like, dang, like, I can get through what I'm got going on too. I can do this if I want to, you know what I mean? I can, you know what I mean? I really just want to inspire people, motivate people to be the best version of themselves that they can be. I want to live a life where mentally I'm in control. Kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about knowing that life's going to throw challenges at you, man. If you know life's going to throw challenges at you, and you're going to get thrown to the bottom and make your way back up, and you can get thrown down again. If you understand that, why am I going to let myself in down moments feel like, man, this is it, man. I can't go up from here, man. No, I'm expecting the challenges, man. I want to get to the point that no matter what life throw at me, I know I'm good. I know I'm gonna climb out whatever hole I fall in, or get past whatever obstacles life throws at me, man. And I just feel like that being part of it, I feel like there's a lot more that goes into it, but mentally, I want to be in control. I don't want to feel like I'm out of control of my own life, you know what I mean? Especially certain habits that people do, certain habits that you can fall into can make you feel like you're losing control of your life, and I'm trying to steer clear of all of that, man. Arctic Blitz 48, man. Arctic Blitz 48 asks, what might I do differently right now to live a good life? Arctic Blitz, I'll do a lot differently. Nah, for real though. Man, one of the first things I said the last question, man, I said I want a lot of money. But right now, I'm not the best at managing money at all. I tell you, man, boy, I'm a spender, bro. I'm a spender. Saving, still trying to get that in my vocabulary, man. I mean, shoot. I'm fortunate enough that my parents still send me money in school and stuff like that, but gosh, bro, I be blowing through it by the time the week over with. Actually, it used to be by the time the week over with, I'm down to no money. Like the last day, the day before I'm supposed to get more, I'll be left with $0. But now, I'm having some money. I'm having a little bit of money left over. So that might mean I'm doing something right. But yeah, man, I got to get control of my money habit. It's not like I'm far off the wall and like every time I touch money, I spend it all. No, it's not the case because it used to be. But I've worked my way up. I still got a lot to do and I still got a lot to understand about money. But I'm not too worried because I feel like that'll come with time. You know, I feel like I'll learn as I get older. Also said I want a loving family, which means I need a loving partner first. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Right now, a relationship, I be steering clear. Any opportunity that comes my way to kind of get to know a female one-on-one, I don't want to get too close. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't trust girls. I don't trust them. You know what I mean? I know it's not fair to like put things on all girls because of the girls I've dealt with in the past. But man, that's gonna take some time. You know what I mean? That's gonna take some time, man. I got walls up. I got all, but I'm optimistic though. I know I'll find somebody that I'll be able to lock in with. But as of right now, I'm scared. If I could do something differently, it'll be not be scared. That's tough. I also got to make sure the person I'm dealing with is worth not being scared for. You know what I mean? Because some people out here, you should be scared.
Run.
But nah, man, another thing I do differently, man, I want a successful career in basketball, but I ain't gonna lie. My eating habits ain't the best.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
But nah, for real, man. I do eat a lot of junk food. You know what I mean? I'm a stress eater. So I get stressed and I gotta bust. That's why I got this pack of Chips Ahoy right here, man. Like, it's finals week, man. It's just getting,
What?
things are getting stressful. But yeah, man, I feel like I definitely could be eating better, being more mindful what I put in my body, taking a bit more care of my body. I work out, but I don't got trainers, I don't got all this type of stuff, and I feel like I need to invest more money into my career by, you know what I mean, getting a trainer and getting involved in all that. Another thing is, I don't really get myself out there a lot, you know what I mean? It takes a lot for me to go out there and showcase my skills in front of a whole bunch of random people. I go play in a pro-am and, you know, do things that'll put me on the map. You know what I mean? I need to do a lot more of those kind of things. But I ain't gonna lie, I'd be anxious, you know what I mean? I'd be anxious, so that's something I really got to get over and get through. And yeah, those are definitely some things I would do differently. Alexis Jones asked, can you talk about a public figure who you think lives a good life? What do you see in that person's life worth emulating? I ain't gonna lie, y'all got some great questions. Y'all left me some great questions. Thank y'all, I'm proud of y'all. But to answer your question, LeBron James. LeBron, man, crazy successful. He has currently the NBA's all-time leading scorer, man. The guy has, 4 MVPs. He has titles with 3 different teams, the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers. Like, come on, man. The man has 4 titles, man. He's been in the finals more times than, like, 10 times? I don't even know anymore, man. The man's incredible, all right? He has a family, you know what I mean? Of course, you never know what's going on between families. All you know is what's portrayed to the media. But for what I'm seeing, that's a great loving family right there. You know what I mean? He always makes time for his family. He's this great basketball player, arguably one of the greatest of all times, but yet he still emphasizes spending time with his family and being a family man, being a great father, being a great husband, you know what I mean? Being great in being great in his roles, you know what I mean? He's confident in himself and his abilities, man. He's worked himself He's worked out so much that he just knows, man. He knows he's one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. He knows all that, you know what I mean? He carries himself accordingly, you know what I mean? You don't see him in the news for stupid stuff. You don't see him in drama, you know what I mean? He's taking care of the things that he's supposed to be taking care of, you know what I mean? He's focused on being the best version of himself he can be, living a great life. And look at him, man. Like, because he has such a loving family and he's kept close to his day ones and people who he grew up with and knew he could trust. I feel like he don't really got that issue of, man, do people love me for my money? Because he already has this group of people who he knows is there for him regardless. You know what I mean? He don't gotta worry about money wise. He don't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I mean? He ain't gotta worry about when my kids are gonna eat. His family's taken care of, man. His kids are well on their way. You know what I mean? Bronny playing basketball at USC. He just got cleared to play. He's on his way to having a great career. Bryce, he's already building up, getting hype around his name. He's set up for a good career, man. Come on, man. And he's inspiring. He's inspiring, man. I don't know who else he inspires. Probably a lot of people. I can't tell you, man. Inspire me, man. I remember first my mom used to try to get me to watch NBA basketball all the time. They asked sat in front of that TV and watch him and D Wade play in the finals against the Spurs. I was hooked. I was like, oh yeah, this basketball thing, I want to do it. You know what I mean? And so I'm talking about when I'm talking about inspiring people, man, motivating people, man. I want to have a similar impact on people, even if it's not for basketball. All right, last question of the day, man. It's from Jordan Durant 5. She said, I'll be seeing you in my Good Life class at Johnson Wales University. I didn't know you went to JWU. I just wanted to ask you, what are some key insights from the Good Life course that you will take with you? Another great question. I will say one thing. When I talk about striving to be the best person you can be, man, when I say stuff like that, first thing I think of is Aristotle. There's a day in class where talk to us about Aristotle's virtues and vices. It's like a spectrum, you know what I mean? At the top, there's certain top and bottom, there's certain vices, you know what I mean? And in the middle, it's a virtue, you know what I mean? And you want to strive to be virtuous, you know what I mean? That's something that you can really work on, trying to be your best version of yourself, man. Are you going to be a coward? Are you going to be rash? Or are you going to be right here in the middle? Be virtuous and be courageous, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And that really set in for me, because to me, man, if you can really fall into those virtues, man, you're living a pretty good life. I mean, you really are becoming the best version of yourself you can be, man. Like, imagine being a coward and being scared and then saying that you living the best type of life you can be living. Imagine being so rash and getting yourself in crazy situations and being overconfident and, you know what I mean, being irrational, and you saying, yeah, man, I'm living my best life. But being courageous. But yeah, that's one thing. And another thing, it's not really like something we learn and talked about in class. It was just, you know, being vulnerable. You know what I mean? Being vulnerable is something that a lot of people these days are afraid of, myself included. And being in this class, man, like, yeah, I had the courage to, you know what I mean, speak up about certain things that I might not just talk about to like regular people or just on an everyday basis in front of people that I don't really know or talk to like that. You know what I mean? That takes courage. I mean, you got to be, that's being vulnerable right there. You know what I mean? And just being in that class and being able to open up about certain things, even through the journals that we did, it really felt good to just be vulnerable, and it really showed me what that really feels like. So yeah, that's another thing that I kind of took away from this class. Hey man, if you go to JWU and you looking for an ILS class or you got to take Perez. One of the best professors I've had at JWU, man. I really appreciate his classes. If you're watching this video, you will be seeing me again in one of your classes in the future. I'll let you know that right now. But yeah, y'all, that's all we got time for today, man. Appreciate you.
What?
Appreciate y'all for tuning into my video, man. Please like, subscribe, comment, man. Get me out there. Let's try and get this video to 500K likes. Can we do that? Can we do that? Appreciate y'all, boys. Nate Ski signing out.